So your puppy doesn't have to be super focused, but you kind of want them to come towards you. You have some treats in your hand. She's trying to do every trick. You take the treat and you throw it away. Make sure that the puppy sees the treat. When they come back to you, give them a treat for coming back. And then throw the treat away. And let them look for it. Don't say anything. It's not a big deal. If they don't come back, you can make some noise and kind of shuffle your feet and then reward them when they come back. Don't put the treat into their mouth with your hand. Just drop the treat onto the ground. Lady, come. So the game is teaching the puppy to go look for something. And there I threw multiple treats because she's a little bit older. Lady, come. Fine. Good. You're only going to play this trick game, not a trick. You're only going to play this a few times. So you don't want to play more than your puppy's attention span. If you can lure your puppy onto a thing and teach them that placement is going to get them fed, you can do that. You don't have to feed them into their mouth. You can drop the treat onto the placement. Your puppy's going to be jiggly just like Lady is, but you can just keep throwing treats where you want your puppy to stay, and that's a great way to teach them to lay on their bed. You're going to go through a few treats, so it's probably good to chop them up into little pieces and make sure that they're high value. And then when it's all done, you can say, yay, we're finished, good dog. But this is a game you can play that's not touching your dog. It's building confidence, and it's getting your dog to come back and have a conversation with you. So if you are comfortable petting your dog, that's great. But I don't think this is a game about touch. This is a game about building that yo-yo, throw the treat, get the dog to come back, and reward on the ground. Two things: it teaches the puppy not to jump up on you to get the reward. It teaches the puppy to look towards the ground. So it'll bring on a sit instead of a jump up, because we know Huskies like to be up. They're like shepherds and collies. They like to jump up and sniff your face. So the more we can teach your puppy to stay on the ground, the better. So this game is not about using your hands to touch your puppy. It's about building confidence. So it's building a recall and a reward system. You can even wait when they come back for a sit and then drop the treat on the ground. So then it's building a sit. If you don't have a raised platform, you can even just use a dog bed or a mat, and you can play this game in your living room. You don't have to be outside. So it can be, there's a variety of ways you can play this game. But if the dog is on the bed and you like that, just keep throwing treats at the bed and make the bed magical. So remember, no scolding, and don't use the bed for a placement for punishment. The bed should always be a happy place where there's food and bones and balls, because then you can take that bed with you when you travel, or you go to the vet, or you go in the car. So we're creating magic. So if you don't understand, we can definitely meet in person, but try and just play this game simply by throwing the treat away, have the puppy come back. And play when the puppy's hungry. You can even just play with this kibble mixed with chicken in a bowl so that everything smells good that he loves. You don't have to always consistently give treats, especially at that age, because we don't want to upset their tummy by giving them too much protein or rich foods they're not used to. So just play that go away, come back game, and we can build on that. It's going to build confidence in your puppy and build a boundary hierarchy system and lots of fun. So let's start with that. And why don't you videotape you playing that and shoot it back to me, and then let's get together and we can dialogue and build from there. I hope this helps, and happy